main character tells the Secretary of the Bureau of Evolution to go against the Melade and typically do this by forming the 8 clans all together. That way they can go against the Melade and the Melade's clan. He also says that if Gentle Rain and Gentle Rain's clan doesn't align with them, they can go against Gentle Rain's clan and just oust them. Go, bye-bye, we don't need you no more, we'll get rid of you. The main character warns the Melade of the plans of the Secretary of Bureau of Evolution and tells him to form an alliance with Gentle Rain before everything goes to the wind. I am not kidding, he's playing both teams, and I love him for it, though I know it could cause him issues down the line. Both main characters and Melade's martial teachers are having a conversation with each other while also having a meal. They're enjoying watching their disciples fight each other, but they also get into an argument when it comes to the main character and how the main character deserves better, and that the main character is not really hunting for revenge, but he's looking for the actual truth. And that his teacher fully supports him. His martial teacher fully supports him. And I'm like, oh man, like he was fighting his martial brother for the main character, and I love that for him. I love him. The Melade tells the main character that his bio father and bio brother had killed the tiger. This person had a high position. He was, I'm pretty sure, the commander or general of a border thing. I wasn't sure. I can't really remember what position he really had, but I know that he was called the tiger. So the main character's teacher, he gets a disciple who owed the main character's teacher for things the teacher did for his family, and through his martial teacher, the main character gets a sword, a weapon. Since the teacher had saw his fight with the Melade, he realized the main character needed an actual weapon to help go with his skills and abilities. Also, we learned that the main character is taking a certain medicine that makes himself look weak, but this actually has severe consequences in his body and might make his body fail in the future. Like, it is very severe. Fragrance of Rain is related to the Empress Dangran. She is her niece, and the Empress Dangran decides to arrange her to be married to Timely Rain, the father of Sound Up Bamboo, instead of arranging her to be engaged to Sound Up Bamboo, who is a female general, or to the Melade. Luckily though, Sound Up Bamboo will not allow the two to conceive a child because they are related to each other, and also because if they have a male child, because she will be his official wife, be Sound Up Bamboo's, stepmother, instead of just being a concubine, she'll make sure that they won't have a son, because if they have a son, she might lose her positions that she worked hard for. She worked very hard for years to have the position she has. And she had to have help with the Empress Dongran to get her position, because the past emperor and all the officials, even though she's done several things, made very much accomplishments throughout her life, they still would not announce her as a general. The Empress Dongran had to literally step in and be like, give her the position she deserves, honor her the way she deserves to be honored. Which, is the Empress Dongran really that bad? Like, she helped Sam Bamboo have the position she has. Yeah, she's trying to arrange her niece to be with Timely Rain. That could cause a child to be born that will strip Sound of Bamboo her position, but like as long as Sound Boom Boom makes sure the two don't have a child, they won't have a child. Like, she can't stop the arrangement because it's created by the Empress Tongran, but she can keep a child from being born. And yes, she has brothers, but these brothers are useless. So she never had to be wary of them stripping her of her position. And because they were born from concubines or, non-concubines, because her father is a leecher. But girl had to fight for her position, and she's about to lose it if, those two have kids. So is Fragrance of Rain and Sound of Bamboo, are they the lesbian couple I've been hearing about? Because there's an official canon lesbian couple in the series. And I'm wondering if these two, I know that they're supposed to be stepdaughter and stepmother, but I ship them so hard right now. I don't know why I ship them, but I ship them. And I'm like, they have to be, right? There has to be somebody, some way I find that there's supposed to be a lesbian couple somewhere around. And I think it's them. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it is them. Please, somebody, spoil me for this. Spoil me and tell me that it is them. So at an important banquet, the male lead assumes the Empress Dongran will bring up timely Rain's and Frequence of Rain's engagement, and he will sit there to try to de-announce that engagement and have that engagement exiled, done for, get rid of. But instead, she brings up his future engagement, or to try to arrange him to be engaged to someone, which is the Commandery Princess. And he's like, yeah, no, but he knows the reason why the Empress Dongran has brought up his engagement, especially with the Commandery Princess, because once the Commandery Princess marries him, she can make her position as Imperial Princess, which will strip him of his rights of command. Like, it will strip him of everything, because the husband of an Imperial Princess can't have anything. He can't have a leading position. So yes, he'll be stripped of everything. And he knows that if he doesn't get arranged to the Commandery Princess, that it will be Empty Expanse who will be arranged to the Commandery Princess, and the same thing could be done to him. He knows that either one of them will be screwed over by the Empress Dongra, and this is her mission. Now, this is not the only thing that screws the male lead over. So the plan of the Secretary Brew of Evolution came up with a plan with the main character to ruin a relationship with the male lead and the Emperor by doing assassination attempt on the Emperor, where the male lead is not able to save the Emperor. Instead, the main character and one of the judges of the embattled uniform saves him instead. Technically, it was supposed to be the chief in command of the embattled uniform to save him, but instead the main character and one of the judges saves him instead. This was supposed to ruin the male lead's whole thing. Like, it was supposed to downgrade him, ruin him, but instead he's just like stripped, like he's suspended instead, which does not please the Secretary of Brew of Evolution at all. While instigating it, a food service maid was having an affair with a member of the Imperial Army. Yes, having a full affair with him while he has a child and a wife. And it also finds out that this member of the Imperial Army was taking bribes, had more money than he supposedly should have. Like, he was taking a ton of money somewhere, which obviously the money he was getting somewhere was from the Secretary of Brew of Evolution. And this is throughout the male lead's instigation that he discovers this, but sadly he can't bring this up to anybody except for the main character. But yes, he discovers all of this while instigating. Yeah, things are not going the male lead's way.